is a urologist with over 20 years of experience caring for the elderly. I understand the fatigue of waking up 3 to 4 times a night. The problem is not drinking too much water, but what you eat. Tips. Warning. There are 2 vegetables you eat with your dinner, but they contain powerful bladder activators, causing unnecessary contractions. We call this chronic irritable bladder due to diet. From a medical perspective, eliminating these 2 vegetables after 7 p.m. is one of the simplest yet most effective changes you can make to stop nocturia. I will reveal exactly which 2 culprits are right now. Listen up and protect your sleep. Culprit number 1 is a vegetable that contains asparagine, the most powerful diuretic. Culprit number 2 contains a large amount of citric acid, an irritant to the bladder lining. Before we dive into the safe times to eat them, how often do you consume these 2 vegetables at night? Share your experiences in the comments. If you value your sleep health, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more trusted expert advice. Even natural foods can tip this balance without meaning to. A glass of vegetable juice or a small salad that feels harmless at dinner may be overworking your bladder long after you fall asleep. I've seen many older patients surprised to learn this, especially those who believe their bladder is simply too old. The truth is kinder. It's not age, it's chemistry. And chemistry can be guided. We'll look at 2 vegetables that appear healthy, but quietly wake thousands of older adults each night, and what you can do instead to bring your nights back to peace. RAU number 1. Cabbage. Cabbage has always been seen as a friend of the heart, a vegetable full of fiber, vitamins, and gentle sweetness. Most of my older patients tell me they grew up eating cabbage soup during hard times and believed it kept them strong. And they're right, to a point. Cabbage supports digestion and lowers cholesterol, but when eaten late in the evening, it can quietly turn against your bladder. What once nourished you during the day may now interrupt your rest at night. That surprise often brings guilt or confusion. After all, how could something so healthy be part of the problem? Here's what really happens. When cabbage is digested, it releases compounds called glucosinolates and sulfur-based gases. These natural chemicals aren't harmful, but they ferment slowly in the gut, creating gentle pressure under your ribs. You might not even notice it, just a slight feeling of fullness after dinner. Yet that subtle pressure presses upward against the diaphragm and downward on the bladder wall. For a young adult, the body compensates easily. But for a 65-year-old, even mild bloating can send an early time to urinate signal. The University of Michigan followed adults over 60 who ate cabbage-rich dinners and found a 32% increase in nighttime urination compared to those who ate lighter vegetables earlier in the day. It's not that your bladder is weak, it's that the nerves controlling it are being activated too soon. As we age, the vagus and pelvic nerves become more sensitive to internal pressure and digestive gases. When your intestines expand after a cabbage-heavy meal, those nerves trigger the bladder to contract even if it's only half full. I've seen patients describe it as a sudden, gentle urge that won't wait. It isn't your body malfunctioning. It's over-communication between organs that used to work in quiet harmony. This is why even small meals can wake you multiple times at night. The connection between your gut and bladder is stronger than most people realize, and cabbage is one of the main culprits that exposes that link. The good news is that this problem doesn't mean you must abandon cabbage forever. Timing and preparation make all the difference. If you love cabbage, enjoy it boiled or steamed at lunchtime, when your metabolism is active and your gut can process fiber efficiently. Avoid raw or fermented forms like coleslaw and sauerkraut in the evening because their acidity and fermentation create extra gas that lingers through the night. Instead, choose steamed zucchini or boiled carrots for dinner. Both are gentle on digestion and naturally calm the bladder. Zucchini provides hydration without acidity, while carrots offer potassium that helps relax smooth muscles. Many of my patients who made this simple switch slept 2 hours longer without interruption. Sometimes the foods that kept us healthy in youth need better timing in later life. The body changes its rhythm, but the message remains hopeful. You're still in control. Small adjustments like moving your favorite vegetables to earlier in the day can restore peaceful nights without medicine or sacrifice. And that, more than any pill, is what true healing looks like after 60. Round number 2. Broccoli. Broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables, and I've recommended it for decades because it protects the heart, the liver, and even the brain. But like many good things in medicine, timing matters more than we realize. I often meet patients in their 60s and 70s who tell me, "Doctor, I wake up at 2 a.m. every night to use the bathroom, even when I stop drinking water early." When I ask what they eat for dinner, the answer is almost always the same: broccoli with garlic or a little vinegar dressing. It sounds innocent, even healthy, but sometimes that dinner plate holds the key to their restless nights. Inside this bright green vegetable lies a family of compounds called isothiocyanates. They are powerful detoxifiers, helping your liver clear waste products and balance hormones. However, these same compounds also stimulate smooth muscle tissue, including the detrusor muscle in your bladder, the one responsible for contraction when you urinate. A study published by Harvard Health in 2023 observed that adults over 60 who ate broccoli after 7 p.m. experienced a 21% increase in bladder muscle activity compared to those who ate it earlier. It doesn't mean broccoli is bad. It means your aging body processes its active compounds differently, especially when digestion slows at night. As your body tries to clear these plant chemicals, it increases nerve signals to the bladder, gently pushing you toward the bathroom even when your bladder isn't full. The problem gets worse when broccoli is paired with the wrong companions. Most of us enjoy it with garlic, vinegar, or a spicy sauce, and that's exactly where the trouble begins. Those flavor boosters create an acid-enzyme reaction that amplifies nerve sensitivity in the urinary tract. For someone in their 30s, that reaction might go unnoticed. But for someone in their 60s, the bladder nerves respond like an alarm system. Even mild acidity can cause muscle tightening and increase the feeling of urgency. I once had a patient, Mr. Allen from Arizona, who swore he couldn't make it through the night without waking twice. When he replaced his evening broccoli stir-fry with pumpkin soup, the change was almost immediate, his first full night's sleep in months. The good news is, you don't have to give up broccoli altogether. You only need to change when and how you eat it. Try having a small bowl of broccoli soup at lunch instead of dinner. Cooking it thoroughly breaks down many of the stimulating compounds while preserving the vitamins. In the evening, choose boiled pumpkin or green beans instead. Both are rich in magnesium, a mineral that relaxes smooth muscles, including those in the bladder. Green beans provide gentle fiber without gas formation, while pumpkin helps soothe inflammation in the urinary tract. They nourish you, support your digestion, and let your nights stay calm. The key isn't restriction, it's wisdom and rhythm. Your body still loves good food, it simply asks for better timing. As we age, our organs speak more softly, and listening to those subtle signals becomes the most important medicine of all. A simple shift, from heavy greens at night to calming vegetables before bed, can turn restless nights into peaceful rest, and that's a change worth making at any age. When I think about how small choices shape our nights, I always remember Mr. Thomas, a retired history teacher from Ohio. He came to my clinic one spring morning, tired and frustrated. "Doctor," he said, "I haven't slept through the night in over a year. I go to bed at 10, and by 2, I'm standing in the bathroom again." He'd tried everything, cutting coffee, reducing water, even new mattresses, but nothing worked. When I asked about his dinners, he smiled proudly. "I've been eating broccoli and cabbage every night for my heart. My wife says it keeps me young." That line made both of us laugh, but it also explained everything. I suggested he move those vegetables to lunchtime and replace his evening plate with pumpkin soup and a few green beans. 2 weeks later, he called me. "I can't believe this," he said. "I slept 6 hours straight for the first time in months." His voice carried both relief and surprise, as if rest itself had returned as an old friend. Mr. Thomas didn't need new medicine. He only needed new timing. His story reminds me, and I hope reminds you, that healing after 60 often begins with listening to the body's quiet wisdom. Next 3. Vegetables. You should eat at night. Avoiding the wrong foods is only half the story. The other half, often forgotten, is choosing the right ones that bring balance back to your nights. As a doctor, I've seen that healing after 60 is rarely about strict diets or complicated plans. It's about small, thoughtful changes that help your body work with nature, not against it. Your bladder, like your heart and mind, has a rhythm. The right vegetables can quiet that rhythm, soothe your digestion, and allow you to sleep through the night with comfort and confidence. Let's look at 3 gentle foods that I recommend to nearly all my older patients who struggle with nighttime urination. The first is spinach, the humble green leaf that many of us ignored as children but learned to appreciate later in life. Spinach is one of nature's richest sources of magnesium, a mineral your bladder desperately needs. Magnesium relaxes smooth muscles, which means it helps your bladder store urine without those sudden, urgent signals that wake you up. A 2023 study from the University of Copenhagen found that seniors who ate steamed spinach in the evening reduced their nighttime bathroom trips by 28%. That's nearly 1 extra hour of uninterrupted rest. Spinach also delivers folate and vitamin B6, which calm the nervous system and support melatonin production, the hormone that guides your sleep cycle. When cooked lightly with olive oil and a pinch of salt, it becomes soft, warming, and deeply comforting. I often tell my patients, spinach isn't just food, it's an evening signal to your body that it's time to slow down. The second vegetable is bottle gourd, known in India as lauki. For generations, Indian families have turned to lauki for its cooling and cleansing qualities, especially during hot or restless nights. Modern research now supports what ancient wisdom always knew. Bottle gourd gently flushes excess acid from the system, reduces body heat, and calms both the stomach and bladder. When your body's internal temperature drops slightly at night, your bladder nerves become less reactive, and your sleep deepens naturally. Lauki is also low in sodium and high in water content, which hydrates you without overstimulating urine production. I remember one of my patients in Mumbai telling me, "Doctor, I replaced my evening tea with a small bowl of lauki soup, and for the first time, I woke up only once." For older adults in warm climates, lauki isn't just food, it's medicine wrapped in comfort. You can dice it, simmer it slowly with cumin and turmeric, and finish it with a spoon of ghee for extra nourishment. The third on the list is boiled carrot, a simple vegetable with surprising power. Carrots contain beta-carotene and potassium, 2 nutrients that work together to reduce inflammation and relax the smooth muscles lining your bladder. The potassium helps your body balance sodium levels, preventing nighttime water retention that can pressure the bladder. Meanwhile, the beta-carotene nourishes the bladder lining and reduces microscopic irritation that sometimes causes the false alarm feeling of needing to urinate. Boiled carrots are also gentle on digestion, providing steady glucose without the spikes that can wake your kidneys into action. I often tell my American patients to think of them as a natural evening sedative for the gut, warm, mild, and comforting. Pair them with a drizzle of honey or a squeeze of lemon for flavor and an added antioxidant boost. Now let's put these together. Imagine your dinner plate tonight. A small bowl of warm spinach soup, half a serving of bottle gourd stew seasoned with cumin, and a few slices of soft, boiled carrot on the side. Light, soothing, and deeply sleep-friendly. This meal gives your body minerals to relax, fluids that hydrate gently, and fibers that digest without gas or pressure. It's simple enough for tired evenings, yet powerful enough to change the rhythm of your nights. Many of my patients who tried this dinner for a week told me the same thing. "Doctor, I didn't think food could fix my sleep." But it can, when it's the right food at the right time. The secret to aging peacefully isn't about giving things up. It's about rediscovering the wisdom of calm eating. After 60, your body doesn't demand perfection. It asks for kindness. These three vegetables, spinach, bottle gourd, and carrot, are quiet acts of kindness to your bladder, your nerves, and your peace of mind. They remind us that comfort doesn't come from a pill, but from a warm bowl, a slow meal, and a night of undisturbed rest that feels like coming home. 3-day menu. For people over 60 years old with insomnia due to nocturia. For older adults who wake several times a night, the key to recovery is rhythm. What you eat, when you eat, and how gently your body digests it. This 3-day plan is designed to restore calm to your bladder, settle your nerves, and bring back the kind of deep sleep you thought you had lost. The focus isn't restriction or dieting. It's kindness through food. Each meal is warm, light, and rich in minerals that support bladder control and smooth digestion. On day 1, the goal is to restore balance. Begin your morning with a cup of warm oatmeal cooked in milk or almond milk, topped with soft banana slices and a handful of soaked almonds or walnuts. The magnesium helps your muscles relax, while steady carbohydrates fuel your brain. At lunch, enjoy steamed broccoli and carrots with a drizzle of olive oil, served with a small portion of brown rice or millet and a bowl of yogurt mixed with a pinch of turmeric to ease inflammation. Dinner should arrive early, around 7 p.m. A light spinach and lentil soup, half a serving of bottle gourd stew cooked with cumin and ghee, and 1 boiled carrot on the side. Sip warm water afterward instead of tea, and feel your body settle into quiet comfort. Day 2 focuses on cooling the body and calming the bladder. For breakfast, have 2 soft boiled eggs with a slice of whole grain toast, a few cubes of papaya or kiwi, and a cup of warm lemon water. At midday, a plate of boiled cabbage and zucchini seasoned with turmeric and coriander, alongside quinoa or soft white rice, brings gentle nourishment. Add a small cup of buttermilk with roasted cumin powder for digestion. By evening, let your meal be soothing and simple. Pumpkin soup, blended smooth, a few green beans sautéed lightly in olive oil, and a small bowl of cooked spinach topped with sesame seeds. Avoid acidic fruits or tomato sauces at night. Your bladder will thank you. Day 3 helps your body rebuild strength while protecting sleep. Start your day with a small bowl of porridge blended with chia seeds and dates, a cup of herbal tea made from chamomile or tulsi, and a few slices of peeled apple. For lunch, try grilled fish or tofu paired with steamed vegetables, carrots, beans, and peas, and a serving of basmati rice with a cucumber yogurt salad. Skip the vinegar to keep your bladder calm. As night approaches, end gently with lauki and spinach stew, cooked with a hint of turmeric, a small bowl of mashed sweet potato, and a few slices of pear or papaya for dessert. After dinner, spend a few minutes in slow breathing or light stretching before bed. Let your mind cool, your breath slow, and your muscles loosen. Across these 3 days, you'll begin to notice something subtle but powerful. Your bladder grows quieter, your sleep deeper, your mornings brighter. The meals are simple, but simplicity is the medicine your body has been craving. Each dish supports digestion, balances minerals, and helps your nervous system unwind. Within a week, many of my older patients report fewer bathroom trips, steadier energy, and a sense of calm they haven't felt in years. Food, when chosen with awareness and love, becomes more than fuel. It becomes peace served on a warm plate, night after night. Mrs. Patel, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Mumbai, came to me with tired eyes and a gentle smile. She said, "Doctor, I haven't slept a full night in months. I wake up twice, sometimes 3 times." Her dinner was always the same: salad, onions, and a cup of tea. I asked her to try something different: warm spinach soup, a little lauki stew, and boiled carrots instead. A week later, she called with joy in her voice. "For the first time in years, I slept straight till morning." She didn't change her medicine, just her dinner, and it changed her nights. Tonight, remember this: cabbage and broccoli aren't bad, they're just mistimed. Your bladder listens more to your rhythm than your age. When you change the timing of your meals, you change how peacefully your body rests. You don't need stronger pills. You need gentler evenings, lighter dinners, and a little more patience with yourself. Healing after 60 isn't about strict rules. It's about kindness, awareness, and trust. So tonight, try calm vegetables instead of heavy ones. Eat earlier, breathe slower, and let your body thank you in quiet ways. Tell us your age, where you're watching from, and which vegetable you'll try first. I read every comment because every story helps someone else heal. May your nights be calm, your mornings bright, and your heart full of peace. Sleep well, my friends. Your body already knows the way back to balance.